everybody, Steve here. It is Wednesday, April 7th, and today we're going to talk a little bit about jury duty. Hey everybody, Steve here. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening here in Minnesota, and I spent I shouldn't say most of my day, from 1 o'clock this afternoon until about 4 o'clock, getting called for jury duty. I'm on call for the entire month of April, but we had to report today at 1 for jury selection for a trial. And I have to tell you, it was interesting. I'd never done this before. So if you have done this before and have an interesting story about jury duty, leave a comment down below because I'd be interested to know how your experience went. But there was about 25 of us in a room, which they told us it was a felony case that they'll need 14 jurors for. We had to watch a little video, which I'll post a little bit of the video here. It's a real good video. How to be a juror. So we watched that, and then they moved us into the courtroom, and they called us one by one in a random order to the jury box, and then they swore us in. And the judge asked a whole bunch of questions, which took probably about an hour and a half. And they were getting ready they dismissed one juror there because he had a conflict. They asked questions like, did we know the attorneys? Did we know any of the witnesses? Did we know the defendant? Things like that. But the thing I found interesting is we then had a recess for 15 minutes. We sat there for probably 45 minutes when one of the jurors noticed the defense attorney leaving the building and getting into his car. And so we thought that was pretty odd. And so everybody started speculating what was happening. And pretty soon the judge that was presiding over the case and the bailiff came into the room and told us, thanks, the person made a plea deal and you guys are dismissed. And then he proceeded to tell us that they have a rule that once a defendant pleads not guilty and calls for a jury trial, that you can't go back. Once the jury's called in, they're paying those people, so you have to go ahead with the trial. And for some reason, the judge allowed this person to then take the plea deal and dismissed us. So I didn't know that was a judge's discretion to do that once it was a rule or a law or whatever the heck it happens to be, a policy. So it was just interesting to kind of see how manipulated the process can be by what a judge wants. There's like 270 judges in the state, and apparently each one of them can do their own thing. So it's pretty interesting. I'm on for the whole month, so I'm sure I'll have other interesting stories about it. I'll get to call Friday to see if they need me next week for Monday. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's pretty nice out today, pretty sunny if you're here in Minnesota. Check it out if you're my relatives that are elsewhere that happen to look at this, because that's the only other people that look at this are my relatives in Arizona or New Hampshire or Pennsylvania or Oregon or Washington or wherever else you might be looking at this from. Florida if you're Michelle. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!